Hello friends, hope all of you are doing well. In this video, we'll discuss about the UPSC strategy for 2023. So for those of you who are watching me for the first time, I'll briefly introduce myself to all of you. My name is Shatabdi Mazumdar and I have secured All India rank 80 in UPSC CSE 2019, and currently I have been allocated the Indian Administrative Service and Jharkhand cadre. So this is briefly my introduction. This was my third attempt, and in the previous two attempts I was not able to qualify the prelims stage itself. In the third attempt I cleared the prelims and the mains and secured this rank. So a brief background, educational background about myself. I was born and brought up in Agartala, Tripura, and there itself I did my schooling. After that I graduated from NIT Silchar in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Thereafter I worked in the IT sector for a couple of years in Chennai, and that was the time I worked on a backup plan for myself. I prepared for CAT and went to IIM Udaipur for post graduation program in management, and subsequently I again worked for 2 years in the IT sector before I resigned finally in 2016. And in 2016 I started my UPSC journey. I started preparing for it in a very focused and organized manner. In 2017 I gave my first attempt, and in the first attempt, like I said, I couldn't qualify the prelim stage itself. And in the second attempt in 2018 I was hopeful that I'll qualify the prelims, but unfortunately I did not qualify. And in the 2019 attempt the stars had finally aligned and everything fell into place, and I could secure this rank. So that is my educational background. Without wasting any further time, let's get on to the crux of the video. We'll talk about UPSC strategy for 2023. I am frequently getting requests from people who are working professionals and people who are in the last phase of their graduation, and they are wondering how to structure a plan or something so that they can clear this exam in the very first attempt. So for those people who are going to take their first attempt in 2023, so I think this is the best time, in my opinion, to start off the preparation without any further delay. Right. So I always emphasize on a good level of planning. Take out time and have a very open and free mind before you sit down to write down a proper, organized and structured plan before you actually get into the preparation mode. So what I suggest is have some kind of a broad level plan and also a micro level plan. For instance, you can before 2023 attempt, which is supposedly to be in June 2023, first of all you have to have that time estimate कि आज से लेके, now is the beginning of October, and between October and June 2023 you have good 21 months for your preparation. And I believe very strongly that 21 months are a good enough time, a reasonable time for you to work out a good strategy, be thorough with all the stages, be it prelims, be it mains, and you can very well clear in the very first attempt. All right, so yes, but for that the prerequisite is that have a very good and robust planning, and yes, be very ruthless when it comes to implementation of your plans. Just don't make plans for the sake of making them. Also try your level best to stick to whatever plans you have made. So when you are sticking to your plan, you are ruthlessly implementing your plans on a day-to-day basis, weekly, monthly basis, and so on. You get that confidence and you also feel satisfied at the end of the day, thinking के एकदम मज़े से पढ़ा है एंड जो भी टारगेट है बहुत अच्छे से पूरा हुआ है. ठीक है. So what I suggest is a good amount of planning and एकदम methodical study approach. So first of all, what you have to do is jot down the names of the NCRTs that are relevant for your preparation. So the first phase of your preparation should be revolving around your NCRTs. They will help you build your foundation in a very strong way, and you will be able to have a better understanding of the advanced level books. This stage is actually unavoidable and you must not try to bypass this stage. बहुत लोग सोचते हैं कि NCRTs are very childish and क्या ज़रूरत है NCRTs पढ़ने की, we can straight away go to the advanced level books. But in my opinion they are very very important. आप एक लीप लेने से बेहतर है कि आप इंक्रीमेंटली आप बिल्ड ऑन करो, एंड जब फाउंडेशन आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा तो यू विल बी वेरी इजी गोइंग विद द एडवांस्ड लेवल बुक्स. आपका ग्रास्पिंग इंटरनलाइजेशन विल बी a little more easy when you are very thorough with your NCRTs. Now coming to non humanities background children, mostly doctors and engineers, they find this preparation very very different from what they had dealt with during their study times, right? So for them it is even more pertinent and relevant to go through the NCRTs. So what you do is be very thorough with the NCRTs. Again, not all the NCRTs are important for your preparation. अराउंड कुछ 8-10 NCRTs होंगे जो आपके प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस दोनों स्टेज में बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़फुल है, एंड यू मस्ट नॉट bypass those, right? If I have to quickly list down the important NCRTs for you, starting with modern history, you have to go through the modern history by Bipin Chandra. It is a very good and concise book and it covers almost everything, very very important from the point of view of prelims. Next, coming to ancient and medieval history, you can refer to the old NCRTs. And next comes the art and culture part. Art and culture के लिए there is a very thin book of class 11th fine arts NCRT book that is very very useful. It is a mix of text and pictorials and you will not get bored while reading it. So that is about history. Coming to geography class 11th and class 12th के 4 NCRTs है. They are very very important for your prelims as well as mains, and you must be very very thorough with them. नेक्स्ट कम्स इकोनॉमी. इकोनॉमी के मैक्रो इकोनॉमी के 2 बुक्स है. यू हैव टू बी वेरी थरो विद दोज बुक्स. दे आर नॉट वेरी बल्कि, रिटन इन वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज एंड यू मस्ट गो थ्रू देम. So roughly there are about 8 to 10 NCRTs which are important and I have just listed them down for you. You have to be very thorough with these 10 NCRTs. Now the next phase of your preparation, what you will do is you will take the advanced level books or the reference books. Now I'll quickly run you through the advanced level books. वो कौन से books है and क्या क्या पढ़ना है आपको. So first of all, again coming from modern history, you have to be thorough with the modern history by Spectrum, which is written by Rajiv Ahir. Next is the art and culture by Nitin Singhania, again very very important. For ancient and medieval history, you can refer to a book called Lucent. It is very very informative and very important from the point of view of prelims. Okay, next in the Lucent book there is a section dedicated for ancient and medieval history. You can read through that. Next comes your economy. For economy, I think apart from the yearly budget and economic survey which are unavoidable, You can also watch some of the videos of Mrunal sir, which is very easily explained concepts. इकोनॉमी में क्वेश्चंस ज़्यादातर करंट अफेयर्स रिलेटेड आते हैं एंड कंसेप्ट ओरिएंटेड आते हैं. उसके लिए मृणाल सर के वीडियोस बहुत ज़्यादा यूजफुल है. यू कैन वॉच देम आउट ऑन द अनअकैडमी प्लेटफॉर्म itself. Coming to geography, G.C. Leong is a very good reference book. You can complement and supplement those with the NCERT books that I had just spoken a few minutes back. For polity, you have to be very thorough with the Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant एक ऐसा किताब है जो आप एक बार दो बार पढ़ोगे तो maybe you'll understand everything, but retention is a very big problem. So be very generous while reading that book. आप ये मत समझो कि मैंने 4-5 बार पढ़ लिया तब भी मुझसे गलती हो रहा है, आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल थिंग्स एंड ऑल दोज. आप जितने बार पढ़ सकते हो उस बुक को पढ़िए, बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. एवरी लाइन इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. हर लाइन हर पैरा में बहुत छोटी छोटी डिटेल्स, माइन्यूट डिटेल्स आर कवर्ड एंड दीज यू कैनॉट एक्वायर ओवरनाइट. इन माई केस इन ऑल द 3 अटेम्प्ट्स मैं एटलीस्ट उनको 5 रिविजन्स करके गई हूँ, तब भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें याद नहीं रहती है. ठीक है. सो अबाउट साइंस एंड टेक आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट एनी रेफरेंस बुक्स पर से, बट व्हाट आई से इज़ साइंस एंड टेक के लिए बी वेरी जेनरस वाइल गिविंग टेस्ट्स and expand your knowledge, expand the range of your knowledge by taking more and more tests. And test के जो मॉडल आंसर्स है, पीछे जो आंसर्स दिया रहता है, यूज़ दोज एज अ रीडिंग मटेरियल फॉर योर साइंस एंड टेक. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट साइंस एंड टेक के लिए करंट अफेयर्स रिलेटेड जो भी डेवलपमेंट्स है, बी वेरी थरो विद दोज. ठीक है. कमिंग टू एनवायरनमेंट, देर इज़ अ बुक कॉल्ड एनवायरनमेंट बाय शंकर IAS which I had referred. You can refer to any resource that is available in the market and which you find suitable. So these are the advanced level books. तो मैंने क्या बोला, फेज वाइज मैनर में प्रिपेयर करना है. सबसे पहले आप NCERTs को तैयार कर लो एंड once you are thorough with the NCERTs, move to the advanced level books. ठीक है. एंड एडवांस लेवल बुक्स को बहुत अच्छे से एवरी लाइन पढ़ के एकदम जो इम्पॉर्टेंट आपको लगता है वहाँ पे आप अंडरलाइन करते हुए पढ़िए. एंड आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू टेक सम टेस्ट्स. ठीक है. इफ़ यू आर थिंकिंग दैट यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट, आपको सब कुछ आता है, आपने NCERTs भी पढ़ लिया, आपने रेफरेंस बुक्स भी पढ़ लिया, अब यू हैव अ रीजनेबल आइडिया, दैट्स द टाइम यू कैन थिंक ऑफ टेकिंग सम टेस्ट्स. ठीक है. उस टेस्ट देने के बाद, टेस्ट मतलब पहले आप सेक्शनल टेस्ट दोगे एंड उस दौरान आपको पता लग जाएगा कि कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स में इश्यूज़ है, कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स में आपके गैप्स है, आप ठीक से रजिस्टर नहीं कर पा रहे हो. ठीक है. एंड दैट विल गिव यू अ डायरेक्शन कि आपको कौन से सब्जेक्ट में कितना रिविजन की ज़रूरत है. ठीक है. सो दिस विल गो पैरेलली. यू विल टेक सेक्शनल टेस्ट, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द गैप्स एंड यू विल रिवाइज दोज सब्जेक्ट्स. ठीक है. सो दिस इज़ अ पैरेलल एक्टिविटी दैट विल कीप हैपनिंग. एक बार ये टेस्ट जब आप दे दोगे उसके बाद यू विल do a thorough revision of these NCERTs and the reference books multiple times till the time you feel that you are confident. Now that is about the first broad phase. You are done with the NCERTs, you are done with the reference books, you are done with the tests, and you are done with the revision of the NCERTs and the reference books. Alright, this is a major part of your preparation journey. ठीक है. But that is only one major part. There comes a larger major part that is still left uncovered, that is related to your mains preparation. ठीक है. So at this stage you are switching from your general preparation to a mains focused preparation. So how you will do that? Now for that सबसे पहले जो आप करोगे वो है you will have a grip over the mains syllabus. You have to download the syllabus from the internet or you can buy physical copies from the market, and you have to spend a lot of time with the syllabus getting to understand कौन से पेपर में क्या क्या है. For example, GS1 में there is so much of diversity. There is modern history, there is art and culture related to your ancient and medieval period, there is world history, there is post independence, there is society, there is geography and what not. So much of variety. तो ये सब I have spent 3 long years in this preparation and that's why I am so well versed with it. but as an aspirant who has just started his or her journey, it is very difficult to be so much well versed with the GS papers or optional papers. So spend a lot of time with your syllabus and have a fair idea कि कौन से पेपर में क्या क्या पूछा जाता है and कितने papers है वगैरह वगैरह. ठीक है. Once you are done with that, please list down what are the resources for each of the papers. For example, GS paper में you have some 6-7 sections, right? You have modern history, you have art and culture for medieval and ancient India, you have world history, you have post independence, you have society, you have geography and so on. So हर चीज के हर सेक्शन के एक एक दो दो रिसोर्सेज आप शॉर्टलिस्ट करो बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट टॉपर्स आर सजेस्टिंग और समथिंग. ठीक है. सो देयर यू हैव टू डू अ रिगरस रीडिंग ऑफ ईच ऑफ द रिसोर्सेस. यहाँ पे भी मैं यही बोलूँगी कि डोंट expand your resources a lot, be very limited in your resources. आप 1 to 2 readings उन resources का कर लो, and while reading don't forget to underline whatever you feel is important and relevant. ठीक है. And after that, once you have done some readings, in the next stage you do some note making. Note making कैसे आप करोगे? You will always have the syllabus as a structure. Okay. तो हर syllabus के pointer के around you have to have some amount of good content. For instance, for every topic that is part of the syllabus, you have to have around 1 to 2 page content. ठीक है. So that you will do. You will read the resources, you will make your notes, and then you will revise those notes. After that comes the सबसे important and critical part, answer writing and taking mock tests. ठीक है. So once you are thorough with the mains resources, once you have revised your own notes once or two times, that's when you will do some writing, answer writing, and you will take mock tests. All right. So that is another major phase that you are covering. ठीक है. In this same stage you will also consolidate your optional resources. You will make notes of your optional in the same very model. What is the model? You have to have some information, some content around each and every topic of your optional syllabus. All right. So that is about your prelims or general preparation and then a mains focused preparation. Now the question is about managing current affairs and newspapers. Now see, though I did not mention current affairs throughout this entire journey from a general preparation and then a mains focused preparation, कहीं पर भी मैंने current affairs का जिक्र नहीं किया. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि आप अपने प्रिपरेशन के दौरान ना कोई न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ोगे, ना कोई मंथली मैगजीन पढ़ोगे, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. ठीक है. सो इफ़ यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर प्रिपरेशन फ्रॉम टुडे और से टुमारो, newspapers and current affairs magazines become an integral part of your lifestyle till the time you clear your exam, and also beyond that obviously the choices keep changing. For example, prelim stage में अगर आप द हिंदू पढ़ रहे हो, मेन स्टेज में you may want to read the Indian Express because it is more oriented towards mains. There are opinions around issues, there are deep and in-depth analysis of current issues, so that makes it a newspaper of choice or a popular newspaper among the aspirants. ठीक है. अगेन वंस यू क्लियर द एग्ज़ाम, जो भी आपका काडर होगा, तो आप उस काडर रिलेटेड न्यूज़ पढ़ते हो. इनफैक्ट आप इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर छोड़ के रीजनल न्यूज़पेपर्स पढ़ते हो. सो दैट्स हाउ द न्यूज़पेपर्स becomes an integral part of your life if you are an UPSC aspirant, I mean lifelong के लिए. ठीक है. So you have to spend some time with current affairs every day. Say in the prelim stage, if I say that you have to spend maybe 3 to 4 hours with current affairs, which includes your newspaper reading. जैसे आप अगर हिंदू पढ़ रहे हो तो a very in-depth reading of the Hindu, some videos which will help you understand and comprehend editorial of the different newspapers, and maybe some time 1 hour or so you can spend by reading the monthly magazines. ठीक है, so that is about the your current affairs strategy during the general phase of your preparation. Now coming to the mains focused preparation, like I said, the duration will slightly increase because you have to make some notes from the newspapers. So जो आप general तैयारी के दौरान जो आप 3-4 घंटे देते थे, that time might increase to 4 to 5 hours of current affairs. ठीक है, which will include 2.5 hours of reading the newspaper. Maybe Indian Express अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो, you can go through the newspaper very minutely, develop an understanding of the editorials or analysis that is relevant for your mains. You can watch out some videos which help you gain some pointers, some pointers around those articles. And apart from that, you can also spend some time, maybe 1 hour or so, reading the monthly magazines, and that too from a mains point of view. So throughout your journey, you have to spend some time, a significant amount of time, dealing with current affairs. ठीक है, so that is about current affairs. Next is yes, okay. Next is the time, the time part of the strategy. जैसे मैंने बोला है आपको फेज वाइज तैयारी करना है, एकदम मेथोडिकली प्रोसीड करना है. तो अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि कितना टाइम आपको एनसीईआरटीज़ को देना है, कितना टाइम आपको रेफरेंस बुक्स को देना है, कितना टाइम आपको टेस्ट देने में देना है, या फिर मेंस की तैयारी में कितना टाइम देना है. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एनसीईआरटीज़ के लिए यू सेट अ रीजनेबल टाइम लाइन, से 1.5 months, इट इज़ मोर देन इनफ. दैट इज़ अ कैप दैट आई एम सेटिंग. अगर आप 1 महीने में ख़त्म कर पाते हो, नथिंग लाइक इट, वेरी गुड. तो योर डे, हाउ विल योर डे लुक लाइक? जब आप पहले तैयारी करना शुरू करते हो, तो योर डे विल कंप्राइज ऑफ 2 things, राइट? एक हो गया मेजर चंक आपका करंट अफेयर्स, 3-4 घंटे आप करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ोगे. रिमेनिंग जो भी 5-6 घंटा आप बैठ पाते हो, उसमें आप एनसीईआरटीज़ पढ़ोगे. सो विद दिस शेड्यूल रफली यू विल नीड अराउंड 1 to 1.5 months टू डील विद द एनसीईआरटीज़. ठीक है, तो 1.5 महीना अगर हम कैप रखते हैं एनसीईआरटीज़ को, तो रेफरेंस बुक्स पढ़ने के लिए अराउंड 2.5 months इज़ व्हाट आई एम सेटिंग एज द कैप. ठीक है, उसके अंदर जो माइक्रो लेवल प्लानिंग, जैसे लक्ष्मीकांत आप 10 दिन में पढ़ोगे, या मे बी मृणाल सर के इकोनॉमी वीडियोस आप मे बी 7 days में देखोगे. सो दैट माइक्रो लेवल का प्लानिंग, दैट आई लीव इट अप टू यू टू डिसाइड. ठीक है, सो दिस वे 1.5 months फॉर एनसीईआरटीज़, followed by 2.5 months of your reference books, and another 2 months of writing tests and revising the NCERTs as well as reference books. ठीक है, 1.5 months NCERTs, 2.5 months reference books, another 2 months for taking the tests and bridging the gaps. मतलब 2 months of writing the tests and also revising the NCERTs and the reference books. तो ये कितना हो गया? अराउंड 6 months आई गेस. तो 6 months में यू विल हैव अ वेरी रीजनेबल आइडिया अबाउट द होल यूपीएससी सिलेबस, राइट? उसके बाद आता है कि आप मेंस फोकस्ड जो तैयारी है वो कितने टाइम में कर पाओगे. ठीक है, उसमें मेनली आपको फोकस करना है, एक जीएस पार्ट में फोकस करना है, एक ऑप्शनल पार्ट में फोकस करना है. सो देर आर मेनी पीपल हु फोकस ऑन ऑप्शनल फर्स्ट, they wind up the optional, they read the resources, they make the notes, and then they switch to GS, which was my strategy also. जब मैं तैयारी कर रही थी, I started with the optional part first and then I moved to the GS. That is recommended, but you can do either ways, that is not a problem. जो भी आपको suitable लगता है, convenient लगता है, you can try that out. Okay, but जो roughly जो time लगना चाहिए वो मैं आपको बता देती हूँ. ऑप्शनल के लिए डू नॉट स्पेंड मोर देन से 3 months. 3 months में आपको 3 months, जब मैं टाइमलाइन बोल रही हूँ, उस टाइम में आपको क्या क्या कवर करना है, आपको रिसोर्सेज पढ़ने हैं वेरी माइन्यूटली, एकदम अंडरलाइन करते हुए पढ़ना है। एंड यू ऑल्सो हैव टू मेक नोट्स। नोट्स कैसे बनाना है, जैसे मैंने बोला था कि हर टॉपिक के लिए आप 2 पेज के शॉर्ट नोट्स बना लो, ठीक है। दैट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर योर रिविजन ड्यूरिंग योर एग्जाम्स एंड मॉक टेस्ट एंड सो ऑन, ठीक है। दैट इज़ एकदम वेरी टायरिंग एंड एग्जॉस्टिंग एक्टिविटी, बट दैट will give you immense level of benefits. So around 3 months of this exercise आप resources पढ़ोगे and also आप notes बनाओगे, ठीक है। Now another say 2.5 months for your GS preparation, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, ठीक है, and essay, ठीक है। So I forgot the essay part, so essay मिला के some around 3 months for GS preparation. सो ये सब मिला के कितने हो गए, 3 months फॉर योर ऑप्शनल प्रिपरेशन एंड 3 months फॉर योर GS एंड essay प्रिपरेशन, ऑल राइट। एंड दिस ब्रिंग्स टू 6 months of your GS and optional and essay preparation, right? Now again I'll give you say 1.5 months for your revision of these things, revision of your optional as well as GS, ठीक है। So 2 months मान लो, आई एम जेनरस हियर, 2 months फॉर योर रिविजन, ठीक है। सो 6 + 2 8 months, 8 months हो गए। एंड प्रीवियसली हमने क्या देखा था, जो जनरल लेवल ऑफ प्रिपरेशन के लिए हमने 6 months एलोकेट किया था, राइट। 1.5 months फॉर योर NCERTs, 2.5 months फॉर योर रेफरेंस बुक्स एंड 2 months फॉर योर tests and also revision of your NCERTs and reference books. So 6 months for your general preparation and 8 months for your mains focused preparation, optional GS and essay paper, right? So 8 months plus 6 months हो गए 14 months. You are having कितने months from today, between today and your 2023 attempt, supposedly in June you have 21 months. So you have 7 months left still, ठीक है। 6 महीने में आपने जनरल प्रिपरेशन कर लिया, 8 महीने और में आपने मेंस फोकस्ड तैयारी कर लिया, आपने रिवाइज भी कर लिया, ठीक है। सो नाउ यू हैव सम 7 months लेफ्ट। 7 months में मैं 4 महीने हटा के रख रही हूँ आपके प्रीलिम्स फोकस्ड स्टडी के लिए, ठीक है। मतलब आपका 2023 में मोस्टली जून में पेपर होगा। सो मार्च अप्रैल मई एंड जून, मार्च अप्रैल मई एंड जून, 4 months यू विल प्रिपेयर प्रीलिम्स फोकस्ड मैनर में, ठीक है। सो टिल फेब्रुअरी यू हैव कितने मंथ्स लेफ्ट, 3 months लेफ्ट, ठीक है। दिसंबर, जनवरी एंड फेब्रुअरी 3 months आर लेफ्ट। उस 3 months में यू विल डू एन इंटीग्रेटेड प्रिपरेशन, ठीक है। मे बी 1 month ऑफ योर प्रीलिम्स क्विक रिविजन and 2 months of your mains quick revision, which will include your answer writing as well as mock tests, all right. So this is roughly the plan. If I have to summarize, I will quickly run you through the entire time between today, October of 2021 and June of 2023, ठीक है। सबसे पहले हर दिन आपको 3, 4, 5 घंटे आपको करंट अफेयर्स के लिए देने हैं बिटवीन अक्टूबर 2021 से लेके 2023 के जून तक, ठीक है। दैट इज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू विल do some thorough reading of NCERTs and you are supposed to cover the NCERTs by 1.5 months, 1.5 महीने में NCERTs खत्म करने हैं, ठीक है। अराउंड 2.5 months लेके आप अपने रेफरेंस बुक्स को ख़त्म कीजिए, ठीक है। एंड आफ्टर दैट 2 months to consolidate those. You take some sectional tests, you figure out the mistakes, you revise the NCERTs as well as the advanced level books, ठीक है। हो गए 6 महीने। After that you jump to your mains focused preparation. Mains focused preparation में your current affairs का slot will continue to be there and the remaining part of the day what you will do, you will start off with the optional, you will read the resources, you will consolidate, take around 3 months time for reading the resources, collating your notes and reading them. ठीक है. And after that, once you are done with the optional, take another 3 months to do the same thing for your GS and SA. ठीक है. Consolidate your notes, read the resources, read your notes and complete the GS and SA part. ठीक है. So that is total of 6 months. After that, you take 2 months to revise whatever you have read, made notes and everything, and you also do some answer writing and mock tests if possible. So those are 8 months. 8 months के बाद now you are left with another 7 months. उसमें 3 months में you do an integrated study. For example, integrated study में आप क्या कर सकते हो? First month में you can do a rigorous revision of your prelims and remaining 2 months में you can do your rigorous revision of your mains. ठीक है. That will also include your taking of mock tests and also answer writing practice. Finally, in the last 4 months, that is March, April, May and June, ठीक है, you will do a prelims focused study wherein you will revise your static part, your current affairs part, and you will take mock tests as many as possible, and then you will appear for your prelims in 2023. So by the time you are appearing in 2023, you are very confident about your prelims because you have revised them multiple times, you have taken mock tests and everything. Similarly, you are also mains ready, your notes of GS is ready, your notes of essay ready है, आपका ऑप्शनल रेडी है, आपने मल्टीपल टाइम्स रिवाइज किया है नोट्स को, आपने आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस किया है, आपने मॉक टेस्ट भी दिया है. ठीक है. सो यू आर मेंस रेडी बिफोर योर प्रीलिम्स. सो नो वन विल बी एबल टू स्टॉप यू फ्रॉम क्लियरिंग. सो you can try out this strategy, obviously with customizations that will suit you the best. ठीक है. So I hope this video benefits you. So that's all from my end today. Thank you and have a nice day.